So next question, hey Dr. Islam, is healthy aging connected to your gut microbiome? Let me know in the comments down below if you think this is the case. Do you think that healthy aging and your gut microbiome are related? Well, the answer to this is maybe. We're not quite sure yet. We just don't know, to be honest. The data and the research on the gut microbiome is so new and so recent that we just don't have a lot of information yet coming into that. However, what we do know is that the gut microbiome affects a lot of different things outside the GI tract. The heart, the brain, your skin, and also potentially how long we have to live as well, and the aging process. And we do know that as we get older, our microbiome does change. Now, is that a consequence of changing because we're getting older, or are we having the effect of that because we're not improving our gut microbiome as much as we get older? We just don't know the answer yet, but I anticipate we're gonna have an answer very, very soon. So what can you do to age better? Maybe you're like me and you're getting older, you're like, oh my goodness, I feel my age. I want to do everything I can to make sure that I age well. Well, here's what I recommend based on the evidence that we know. Number one, diet plays a huge role when it comes to your microbiome and age. I stress this to all my patients, and I stress this to everyone. You cannot outlive or outrun a bad diet. You cannot. And so you need to try and incorporate as much plants, a plant-centric diet. Minimize the amount of meat, minimize the amount of processed food. This is going to tremendously help out when it comes to your microbiome and aging. Number two, we have found that fasting has been shown to help out with longevity and aging process as well. And if you look at a lot of the studies, both on animals and in humans, the more you can kind of restrict your diet and not overeat, the better it's going to be for you. Number three, constantly moving plays a big role when it comes to living longer. Now, this is not constantly exercising, no, even though it's great for you, but it's moving, whether it's walking as much as you can, whether it is exercising, whether it's getting up. Our sedentary lifestyle is actually limiting how much we can live. And studies after studies suggest that constantly moving, getting about, walking around does increase the chance of you living longer. Number four is that having a smaller amount of meal. There is this concept called harubachi, which is basically where you eat just to satisfaction. Not to eat where you're full, but just enough where you feel satisfied. You could eat more, but you don't. And there have been so many studies to suggest this can really help out when it comes to living longer, and not only that, but having weight loss as well. Also, if you're doing the things that are going to lead to worsening aging, whether it's smoking, whether it's alcohol, whether it's obviously drugs, things like that, obviously you need to avoid that so you don't age any longer. And then lastly, having friends, decreasing stress, having a community, this actually does matter. Absolutely it does. Whether it's community with church, whether it's your neighbors, whether it's family, the community environment where you're with everyone makes a difference in terms of living longer and living the way that you want to live. And that can also help improve your gut microbiome as well. But these are things that I recommend that have been shown to help improve your gut microbiome. And by doing that, we also can hopefully live a little bit longer. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you have other tips that you recommend for my audience on what we can do to maybe live longer? What have you heard? What have you seen? Or other tips to help out with your gut microbiome? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. If you're enjoying these videos, I really would appreciate it if you smash that like button, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel where you can get great tips like you're watching in today's video. And guys, don't forget, let's talk about poop. Thank you, everybody.